welcome back to Pure Lottie. So today's video is a first impressions video. So I have 5 different items here to try with you today. So if you want to see what I think of these items, then make sure you keep watching. And if you like today's video, don't forget to hit the thumbs up down below because it really helps me out. And if you're new, don't forget to join my family. Hit that subscribe button and change that notification bell to all so you don't miss any of my future videos. Alright, let's jump in. Hey guys! So first product is from Luna Beauty. It is the Moonspell Volume 2 palette. It is a super pretty. Let me just show you. Really pretty here. Now I did use 3 shades today on my eyes. I'm going to add in a quick clip of me doing my eyes for you because I did film it for a TikTok and a reel for a mini tutorial. So I'll quickly add that in there. Okay, now that you've seen how I have done this, I used Willow, which was this bright red, Marie, which is like this glittery black, but I really can't see the glitter in the black, so I think it's more of a black with a few tiny pink sparkles, but yeah, once you've got it on your eyes, you really can't see the sparkles. And then I went in with Agatha. So Agatha's on the inner half of my eyes here. Now, the one shade that I did have issues with was Agatha. It is not good putting it on a brush and putting it onto your eyes. You get very, very small amount of pigment on your eyes. So I tried a wet brush and even then it still wasn't showing up very well. So the best way for that shade is actually with your finger. It actually showed up quite nicely with your finger, so I definitely recommend your finger for the shimmer shades up here. Now I have only tried those 3 shades so far, so we'll update you guys in a speed reviews, but that is the first item that we've tried today. So the next item is from Center of Attention Cosmetics, and it is her little sponges. So you can get them in these cute little cups. It does have like the air holes at the bottom so they can breathe. So this is what they look like. They're like medium, not firm, but not like super soft either. Now I normally do prefer like the microfiber. They're my favorite ones, but I want to give this a try, and I did order 2, so I have a wet one here versus the dry one. I did use it already to pop on my eye primer on my eyes. This is the size difference, so it has like well and truly doubled in size, and I just wanted to quickly show you that when wet it still fits in here. See, put that on. It still fits in there so it can breathe when you're traveling and you just want to put it in there to keep it nice and sanitary, etc. But yeah, so far I like it, but we're going to try it now whilst I do my foundation and we'll see how it applies. I'm going to fast forward this part because I don't think you want to sit here watching me put foundation on for like a minute, so I will speed it up for you guys. Okay, so I have popped my foundation on now, so you can see here I've used one side of the sponge. It applied really nicely. It felt like a medium firmness when I first opened it, but now that it's like wet, it's definitely more of like a soft to medium, so definitely what I like, because I don't like them to be super firm because then it feels like you're beating your face with a rock. So yeah, I do really like the sponge. It's big enough that it was able to do my face super quickly. It has the nice point at the top there, so you're able to get in around your nose into any like creases or crevices that you need to get into that's small. Yeah, really, really nice. Really happy with them. Obviously, I love the color as well, pink. Can't tell. One of my favorite colors. So yeah, really, really like it. Definitely very impressed with it, and I'll definitely purchase more of these. So let's jump into the next product. Now the next product is some concealer. So this is from NARS. Now this is in Light 2 Vanilla. Now this was the lightest shade that they had in the Mecca store online. So I don't know if there's any other shades lighter, but I did actually use this to put around my brows to clean up earlier. And I think the color may be slightly too dark for me. We're gonna give it a go anyway. So I'm not using it for any spots. I use the NARS hot one for my little spots on my chin here. I'm just gonna use this for under my eyes. Sorry, this is the Radiant Creamy Concealer from NARS. So I'm going to open it up. It has like a small doe foot applicator. And let's see. I'm not going to put on too much because I don't know how far this is going to go. But as you can see, it's a little bit too dark for me. So I'm going to use the other side of the sponge and we're going to blend it out. Okay, that blended super quickly and really nicely. I think I'm going to go in with a little bit more because I do like a little bit more coverage. The stopper in here actually stops too much from coming out, so you only get a very small amount each time. It's definitely like super creamy. It's lightweight. It's not as lightweight as the Natasha Denona High Glam one. It's a little bit thicker, but it's not like thick like the Tarte Shape Tape or anything. It's sort of in between the Natasha Denona High Glam and the Tarte Shape Tape. So if you like either of those and you just wanted the formula a tiny bit different, this is probably really good. So you can see there the difference. Now I would prefer it to be a bit more brightening to cover up any darkness, but I think it did a pretty good job. So let's go ahead and pop it on the other eye. I'm just gonna quickly do this off camera. Okay, so it's now on both eyes. It looks really nice. Because of my chemical menopause, hot flashes, I'm gonna have to set it down though, so I can't tell you whether it's going to like crease really badly. But just quickly, I really like it, really creamy, blends out absolutely beautifully. I just wish that I had a bit of a lighter color. And whilst I did the other eye, I had a quick look on my iPad here, and on the NARS website, there is 2 shades lighter that wasn't on the Mecca website when I bought this, or they were either like sold out so they'd taken them off, or they didn't have them at all. So there's Affogato and Chantilly that are both lighter. So I think next time I would like to get a lighter shade if possible, because yeah, this one's good for like spot concealing, I think, but I do like to have that brightened under eye as well. So yeah, but otherwise I really love the formula. I just wish that I had the brightening effect as well. Okay, so before I set my face down, I am going to apply some cream blush. Now I did show a different shade of this in a different first impressions video, but I have the shade Candy. This is the Mecca Max Off Duty Blush Sticks, and I really wanted to give this one a try, so we're going to try it out today. The other one was a bit more like orangey. This one is more pinky, so we're going to give it a go and see how it goes. So I'm just going to apply it on the skin. Okay, where's the color? Alright, well that was very deceiving. I thought this was going to be a lot darker, but it's like a baby pink. So let's just blend it out. I'm just using the bottom of the sponge because that's how I find best works for me. Blends out absolutely beautifully, but I'm definitely someone that would prefer a bit more blush than this. I don't want it like super blushy, but I want it to be a little bit darker. So the packaging was very deceiving. I honestly thought it was going to be darker than this. It's definitely more of a baby pink. It's still really pretty and it builds up really nicely. All right, well that's 3 layers now. So I'm not going to pop any more on because otherwise I'm going to take off the makeup underneath. I'm going to do it on the other cheek off camera as well. What I do is I actually do set down my face after this, so I do put setting powder on top of it. So we'll have to come back and see what it looks like after I've done that, whether I need to put a powder blusher on top. Okay, I'm about to set my face down now. So it has been a few minutes, maybe 5 minutes. Actually, maybe longer, maybe about 7 minutes now since I popped the NARS concealer on. So you can see right here, it has creased in my natural crease lines. Any concealer is going to do that, so you're not going to find one that doesn't do that. If you've got natural creases, if you've got a face that makes movement like every person normally does, then it's going to crease down. So before I set it in place, I'm just tapping it out. But other than that, it didn't crease anywhere else. It's only just in my natural crease lines. So I'm pretty happy with that. Okay, so I have set my face down in full now. You can see that the concealer looks really nice and smooth and flawless underneath my eyes. The blush I think is dark enough. I think I can get away with it. But obviously, yeah, I would prefer it to be a tiny bit more pigmented. So I'm a bit sad that it's not as pigmented as I'd hoped, but I'll make do with it. So the next product I have here is from Center of Attention Cosmetics, and it is her bronzer. This is the powder bronzer, and the shade at the bottom says Dawn. So it's a talc-free bronzer. Okay, so this is what the bronzer looks like. Now it is a powder, so I normally do my bronzer before I do my blush, but my blush was a cream one, so I'm doing it opposite today. So I'm just going to, actually let me grab a clean brush because I have used that one before. I don't want to interfere with them. Let's just use this one. Not the brush I would normally use, but it's okay. Alright. Oh, she's pigmented. Okay. She's pigmented. Alright, a little goes a long way. Let me grab a different brush now. I just grabbed the same brush but a different one, so I'm not putting too much pigment on because it's a bit scary. Alright, only go in and get like 1 or 2 taps of product because yeah, she's pigmented. But it looks really, really pretty. Let me pop some on my forehead as well. Oh, she's gorgeous. She blends beautifully. Absolutely gorgeous color as well. Perfect shade for me, just yeah, very, very pigmented, so it goes a long way. Look at that. How gorgeous is that? Now, it looks like I've been out in the sun. It's winter here, so there's no sun at the moment. So, yeah, she looks beautiful. Really happy with that one. All right, I really, really like the bronzer. I think that's going to become a new favorite for me. Yeah, that was stunning. I really like how it looks. So I'm just going to quickly bake off camera now. And then we've got one more product to use. I think I'll finish my lower lash line off camera as well. You guys have probably already seen it in the clip at the start when I did the mini tutorial. But yeah, in real life, I need to do it now. So I'll be right back as soon as I've done all that. Okay, so I have done my lower lash line, my highlighter, and my baking off camera. So this Lucky Last product is a product that I said I was going to do a separate video on, and I still am, but I'm dying to try it, and I'm unfortunately still waiting for number 18 lip liner to come in the mail. Courtney has reordered it, but I haven't received it yet, so I'm just dying to try at least one of them. So it is none other than the Center of Attention Cosmetics lip liners. So So today I'm going to use the shade Buff. It is like a dark brown sort of colour. So I wanted sort of like a grungy lip. So let's give it a go. First impressions, it is really, really smooth and creamy. Okay, so that's the lips aligned. I'm going to fill it in now and see what that looks like. Okay, that shade is super pretty. I really, really like that. So it blended absolutely amazingly. It is super creamy, super soft on the lips. It's not too soft where it breaks, but it wasn't like hard at all, so it didn't tug on my lips at all. Looks really, really pretty on. I'm really, really happy with that. Now it's slightly drying, but not super drying, but I would always wear a lip gloss or a lip balm or something, or a lip oil over top. Okay, so I've just applied a gloss over top. I use the Centre of Attention Cosmetics Glass Act in Red Rum. Looks really pretty. Now I'm going to use a very small amount because I still want the lip liner to be most of the pigment, so I just put a very small amount on and just like blended it in by rubbing my lips together. Looks absolutely gorgeous, but that lip liner is so amazing. Now I can't wait to try all the other lip liners, so as soon as I receive the last lip liner I will definitely do a swatching video for you guys, so make sure you keep an eye out on my channel for that. Okay, so a quick recap of everything. First up was the Lunar Beauty Moon Spell Volume 2 palette. I really, really liked this palette. It is super pretty on the eyes. As I mentioned with the shimmers, they definitely work better with your finger than a dry brush or a wet brush, but created this really, really pretty look with it, and I'm excited to keep playing and seeing what other looks I can create with it. Next up was the Centre of Attention Cosmetics beauty sponges. I really like them. I think they're super cute. I love the little packaging as well. They do have the little Centre of Attention Cosmetics little imprint on the sponge as well. I think it's a super cute idea. Definitely would be great for travel as well, so then it doesn't get like moldy or, you know, get stinky or anything like that whilst traveling. It can still breathe but still in its own little package. So really happy with that, and I'll definitely purchase more of them. Next up is the NARS Radiant Creamy Concealer. I really like the formula. It is definitely not as light as the Natasha Denona High Glam Concealer, but not as thick as like the Tarte Shape Tape. I really like the formula. I just wish that I had got a lighter color. I obviously didn't realize that there was 2 lighter shades because they weren't on the Mecca website when I was shopping for it, because I do always buy the lightest shade knowing how pale I am. But really like the formula. It blended really nicely, super creamy, and nice coverage as well. Didn't crease very much, which was really good. And yeah, really like it. Just wish that I had got a lighter color. Next up is the Mecca Max Blush Stick. This is in the shade Candy. I knew that I liked the formula from the previous blush stick that I tried in my last first impressions, but I do wish the shade was a bit darker. I wish the pigment was a bit more. Once everything is on, like I'm wearing quite a bold look today, so you can't sort of tell that I have very much blush on, so I wish it was more of like the packaging color versus like a baby pink, but otherwise it's quite nice. I just don't think it would work for like darker skin tones. You'll know that I'm like Casper the Ghost here, and for it to only show up like that much with 3 goes is not very much at all. Second last product was the Centre of Attention Cosmetics bronzer. So this is the talc-free bronzer. It's the shade Dawn. I think she only has 1 shade at the moment. This was really, really nice. It looks really nice on the skin as well. It is a beautiful shade, perfect for me. It is super pigmented though, so a little bit goes a long way. I'm excited to keep using this, but this is probably going to be a newfound favorite of mine. I can foresee that. And the lucky last product was the Centre of Attention Cosmetics lip liner. This was in the shade Buff, so I am wearing it on my lips. I really, really liked it. I love how creamy it was. I loved how smooth and blendable it was on my lips, and it was super pigmented as well, so really impressed with that, and I'm excited to keep trying all the other shades as well. So that is everything for today's video. I hope you enjoyed it. If you did, don't forget to hit the thumbs up down below because that really helps me out, and if you're new, don't forget to join my family. Hit that subscribe button and change that notification bell to all so you don't miss any of my future videos. And as always, thanks for watching, guys. Bye!